All right, welcome back to Too Much Thought. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the first 3 episodes. They should be out by now. We're sitting down for episode 4.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, you guys thought they were entertaining. Maybe just made you think a little bit too much.
Like, comment, subscribe, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Got to.
Yeah.
Link in description.
Yeah.
Do you guys know how to do a description?
We'll figure that out along the way.
Yeah, we're figuring everything out.
We're growing as we're going.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, yeah, patting that right there. All right, so this week, the Stranger Things Volume 2 came out, and I just ate it.
Yeah, y'all been wanting to talk about this for a little bit.
I've been dying to talk about it.
It's a great show.
I haven't even fucking watched it.
You haven't watched season 1 yet, have you?
Halfway through the first season. Come on now.
What is wrong with you, dude? You watched...
I really like Christmas lights for some reason now.
So, the first week that Peaky Blinders came out, you managed to watch it 4 times, and you haven't gotten to
He's
get
still watching
through.
it.
I still watch season 1 sometimes.
You got to get on to Stranger Things.
Stranger Things is
tell me
different,
about
man.
it. Tell me
It's
about
different.
it. What is it about? I mean,
It's about strange
all
things in the
Just
80s.
strange
Dude.
I see strange ass things every day, especially at work. Like, what is it about?
Okay.
Stranger danger.
Imagine some...
Stranger danger. Don't take candy from bald-headed white dudes.
Whoa. That's a given. That's a given,
I don't
man.
know.
I don't care where you from.
I
Don't
know.
do that.
What's Stranger Things about? I have to know because everybody telling me to watch it and
It's
to get into it.
It's hard to explain because it's like a science fiction.
Is it dark? I know they have this
a
thing
little
called the
dark.
Upside Down.
I mean, it's
Right.
as dark as it could be for
Children?
a show centered around children, you know?
I mean, by the 4th season, I mean...
It does
they
actually
grown,
get pretty dark.
man.
Yeah, they're like full-grown
11
people.
low-key bad.
Hey, whoa.
Hey,
I don't know if you
Millie
can say
Bobby
that.
I
Brown.
can
Dawson
say
wants to
that.
hit you up.
I can
She's
say that.
18. We looked it up.
But no, they had one scene in episode 4 where they did the Master of Puppets song from Metallica.
Oh, you should
Dude,
have
Oh,
that.
yeah.
God, dude, it was so good. He instantly became my favorite character.
Oh,
when that
he's
happened.
dope.
Wow, I still don't want to watch it. What the fuck is it about? Because, I mean, I know you got the Upside Down, but what's
Alright.
the gist of it?
Like, this is just like a broad gist of it, but
Yeah.
you got some like interdimensional monsters,
Yup.
Like the multiverse?
a little bitch with some powers,
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
and
You got a Vecna thing. There's a lot of Dungeons and Dragons going on.
some
in
just like interesting ass kids, man. Like, I know that sounds, it honestly sounds stupid me telling you it.
But what are they? What are they fighting against? What are they hoping? What, like, if they lose whatever that's going on?
there. It's
Lose
the end of the
everything.
world. It's the end, like these kids are saving the world every time.
From what?
The Upside Down.
What's in the Upside? Is it the
I
devil?
just told you some interdimensional
Well, we don't want to
monsters.
spoil it,
Like,
bro. We don't want to spoil
Dude,
it all
it's
the way.
already out. Spoilers are ready.
All right,
I mean,
all right. So,
We'll put a spoiler warning.
so it doesn't explain, but like this character has psychic powers. And
Okay.
then obvious-
11, right?
Well, no, actually, it's number 1. Oh, not 11.
What?
There's some big spoilers right there. So number 1, but he like had them naturally, and obviously people are gonna want to exploit that and use it to their advantage. So he winds up in a lab.
So Millie was number 11 that had powers.
yeah, she's
Okay.
number 11. Was there a 12, or is she like the last one?
Like,
Well,
11
after
was
she escaped, they
part of it.
probably just like cut the
I
program
mean, they were all
off.
dead after her. Like she was the only one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard to describe what the show is about. It's just really good. You should watch it. Steve Harrington is probably the best fictional character that exists.
It
Ever.
was
a
Steve
dope.
Harrington.
The guy
Who's
with the
the
hair.
character?
The one with the hair. Joe Keery?
Is he the guy that turns into the monster at the end?
No.
No.
No one turns into a monster. At
Or
the end.
Veccom or whatever it's called.
That's number
Veccom?
1. Vecna.
Vecna.
I'm sorry about him, y'all. Well,
Yeah, I'm uncultured apparently.
all he knows is Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Dude, what's crazy is like that show though, kind of like reminds me of something like a video I watched yesterday on Yes Theory. I don't know if you ever seen that channel.
No,
Oh, yeah, I have actually seen it.
what is
They go
Yes
It's a
Theory?
around-
good ass YouTube channel.
They
Like,
just say yes to everything.
They just do like things that like people wish they could do like all around the world. They experience shit like really.
Okay, it's like Vice kind of.
It's like, you know that Jim Carrey movie where he has to say yes?
Oh yeah, yes, man.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Well, they went to this place. It's like in the Alps of fucking Italy, dude.
Italia.
And it's called like
Italy.
Demon Whore. And
What'd you call me?
Yeah. How many
This
whores?
is what this civilization is called. It's called Demon Whore.
Okay.
alright? And
It's in like the mountains, like the
yeah,
Alps,
of like
okay.
Italy. And basically, it's like 500 plus people or so. and it's not a cult, but they have like since the 70s they've been working on it, and they have like these underground temples, like above ground temples, art everywhere, and like just like the detail and like the art throughout this thing is insane. And like this group of people have literally created their own currency, and
So it's like a whole
There's only
community.
500
It's
of
like-
them.
it's a
Why do they need a currency?
because they all are like self-sufficient, bro. Like everybody has like a role almost. But,
Yeah.
but it's
Okay.
insane. It's like how advanced and yet old school they are. But what kind of got me is just like they believe in like multiverse type shit. You know what I mean? Like that there is a you, and then the present, the past, the future, and like they claim to have memories of the past and the future
That aren't theirs?
that aren't theirs or are theirs. It's kind of mixed up, and like I'm not that educated on it, but it's
So
just,
they think like a lot into like deja vu.
sorta.
I mean, that makes sense. I've been having a lot of deja vu where I start to think, did I see this in a dream? Or
I
have
think
I
you're just an alcoholic, huh?
been here before?
Probably.
That's another topic for another day with my therapist.
Yeah, we'll save that for therapy sesh.
Yeah.
That's a private one.
Yeah. But what do you mean by multiverse? Did they like explain like, because they obviously have to have like some thing that pulls them together. Are they all just like tripping mushrooms up there? Are they all like,
No. So what I've seen, it's not even has nothing to do with psychedelics at all. It's like
Okay.
kind of like from the small amount that I was able to absorb from it. It's like they're kind of talking about how like you see stars and seeing all these stars. Every night could be different patterns, different layouts, and like it's kind of crazy to think that you're just existing at this time. You know what I mean? Just you. No other alternate version of you, and it's like they feel like they can connect with their
like
other
their
selves.
different selves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
They
they think
really-
their different selves are on the stars? Or
No. It's just like I feel like that's just kind of a metaphor.
Yeah, like you look at the stars, look how many of them are up
it
there.
kind of shows you how small and
like
insignificant they
I
are?
really like y'all like to watch this video just because like they really created some kind of like technology. Like seriously, they've created. And it looks like some sci-fi shit, like some big ass thing over your head, this little portal looking thing. And it's supposed to like pick up on energy and light up different and this and that, and like even these guys, like they're just like, listen, like we're obviously skeptic of this, like we don't necessarily say we believe in it, but
Yeah.
after being here, just sitting with them, talking with them, doing their stuff,
Like, you're
like,
kinda
it was
persuading me.
hard to like explain some things.
Yeah.
Like they have certain kind of they say they develop their own like meditation to basically where they put you in.
They connect to their
They
different
connect
multiverse
you
selves.
almost. Seriously. And like even one of the dudes was like, honestly, I felt like connected.
Oh, so the guys that went actually got to do the meditation?
Yeah, and they're like, honestly, I kind of felt they couldn't explain it 100%, and it's like one of those things like you just have to do for yourself.
I think a lot of that is like spiritual.
Yeah.
They had like a spiritual thing because you can get those things. Like I grew up in a Pentecostal church, and there were some things I can't explain, but I know the bliss that peace where I'm just like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's easy. I think it goes back to having that spiritual connection that they try to connect to. I haven't watched it, but I'm definitely have to watch it.
It's an
after
interesting
this.
thing, dude. Just like
You said it's in Italy?
in Italy.
I didn't even know there were mountains in Italy.
Yeah.
The Alps, man?
That's in Switzerland, the Swiss Alps, right?
Oh,
Am I
This
dumb?
they're talking about the Italian Alps.
Okay.
There are different Alps? Dang,
Well, I mean,
I'm on.
yeah.
I'm so
I mean, we got the Appalachians in here. That's because
Hey.
we're a redneck. We don't pronounce it Alps. We
got
say
the Smoky
Appalachia.
Mountains.
Yeah.
I'm Smoky.
Old Smokies.
Making moonshine up in there. Yeah.
They're over here learning about the metaverse.
We up here just making moonshine.
How much
and
moonshine can you drink?
putting it on Netflix or something.
Hey
Yeah.
man, moonshiners are really cool. Like, the concept of speakeasy that I've always thought
Oh,
was really
yeah.
cool.
Well, you know
a
why
hidden
they-
bar.
You know what they say it's called a speakeasy, right?
I can't say I do.
When you get drunk, you speak easy.
I thought it
You-
was
you
okay.
let it
I always
just slip.
assumed it was like something
Like
where you have to
ironic?
keep it quiet.
Yeah,
Like, you got to speak easy on
Hey,
this.
speak easy on this, man.
That makes more sense.
Did you just make yours up? Come on.
I don't know.
Cancel this guy.
I mean, it makes sense because when you get drunk at a bar, you speak a lot easier.
You do.
Hey, there's multiple uses for that word. Well, that's why that was such an easy name for them to pick for
It's
that
up
bar.
for interpretation.
Yeah,
definitely.
I know.
Yes, I guess.
So is everything, and I gotta ask you something. With the preseason starting, right? Yep, we're going into football. With the preseason starting, right?
Right.
And I don't know if y'all have been watching, but this year for football has been one of the craziest off seasons I, in my 23 years of life, have ever experienced.
Tell me why, man. Tell me.
Well, I'm about to. I'm getting there.
Sorry, I didn't mean
You
to.
gotta take a breath.
I gotta relax because it's just building up. I mean, Russell went to the Broncos.
That's pretty cool.
Tom Brady came back.
As expected.
The Dallas Cowboys still suck,
Hey,
As
whoa.
always.
as they will always. The Steelers have gotten better. I mean, Devontae Adams went to the Raiders.
I mean, it has been crazy.
It has.
but
You
you know what it
do you think
reminds me
it
of?
changed anything? I mean, Von Miller. He signed with the. He signed back with
Yeah.
the Rams, right?
No.
No,
He's
who
the
do you,
Bills.
Von Miller went to the Bills. I mean,
You're leaving the most important one out, man. Baker.
He's cooking in
nah.
Carolina.
Yeah, nah, he ain't cooking nothing in Carolina.
But dude, like, don't get me wrong, it's exciting. Like, all the trades and stuff. Like you said, it was the first time in the NFL like something like this happened. But it reminds me so much of the NBA, and I hate the fact that like players can just hop up and move and switch and do
It's
this.
like contracts don't actually matter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, at what point does your contract really matter?
But I think it was just the perfect storm because they made the NBA with the 5th-year options, the player can pick up, not the team. The player can pick up, but the teams still have the right to pick it up. They still do. They still control that. It was just a perfect storm of these players were entering free agency,
True.
and they were asking for too much money, whatever. So they got
They got
moved
booted.
around.
They got booted.
Like Von Miller. The reason why he didn't get, I'm surprised LA even signed Odell Beckham back to the squad because, they signed those players on 1-year deals.
yeah.
And that 1-year deal is like a performance. It's like a talent show for these other teams to say who's going to give me my offer. And like with Von Miller, the Bills did. So how do you think things have changed from this offseason? Really?
I think that like the contenders are still the contenders. I just feel like
Who's the contenders for the AFC?
I
don't even know.
The
who they-
Steelers.
No.
I hope.
I mean, I want to say
I'm a
honestly,
Steelers
like,
fan.
Oh, you're a Steelers fan?
Oh yeah.
the
That's my guy.
Rams. No, the Rams are NFC. Right?
Yeah, the NFC.
Obviously, the Rams, I think they're still top of the NFC, but I like Kansas City.
I was gonna say the Chiefs. are
Kansas
gonna
City,
kill.
yeah. The only
always
thing they
kill.
did was lose
They're still
Tyreek Hill, one of the top 5 receivers in the game, and
the
replaced with
Bills.
Juju Smith.
The
Come
Bills,
on now.
man. Like the same top teams are still the same top teams.
What do you think about Baltimore? Do you think they're going to be up there in that top
No.
5? Okay.
Nah.
I think the Bills have a better chance of beating Kansas City this year. I think, and this is my first documented prediction.
All
It's
right.
going to be the Bills. It's going to be the Rams. And the Bills are going to beat them.
What happens if you got this right?
I know I got it right, or I wouldn't have predicted it.
Okay,
Come
so
on now.
Dawson has to shave his head if he gets it right.
Nah, not happening, bud. I'm gonna hang on to this hair as long as I got it.
Yeah. That brings us into another sponsor, Keeps.
Come on.
Bring us that money.
We wish.
Maybe.
Hunter wears a wig. Like, in case you
Soon.
guys
I
don't know.
do. I do. Every time I take it off, I'm about as bald as these fucking my mic compared to these guys.
Nah, but dude, the NFL can bring back a lot of like nostalgia. I feel like.
Dude,
Like-
I remember just playing like I don't even know what the first Madden game we picked up was.
Yeah.
Like 07, I
This
think.
is a
was
lot.
probably
That's why I
the
feel like we
first
love
one I
football.
I think the 07 one was one with Brett Favre on the cover, right?
played. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I remember my grandpa coming in the room and be like, "Who's winning? This is a football game, right?" I'm like, "Granddad, it's all the game." He's like, "No
And those
way,
graphics
this
back
ain't
then
real."
were not good.
He thought it was an actual Super Bowl fucking Sunday game, but I was like, "Nah, we just play it on a Wednesday."
Yeah.
He's like, "Man, these graphics are insane."
I
And that
think
was
your
in,
grandpa needed glasses, dude.
he needed glasses, hearing aids. A lot of stuff.
He's losing all his senses.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy now, like not even just the like Madden games, but games in general. But like the graphics, dude, are crazy.
They are.
So good.
Have y'all seen Ragnarok?
Oh, I can't wait
God
to
of
play
War
it.
coming
I
out.
can't wait to play it.
I've never played a God of War video
Me
game.
neither, but I'm gonna play that shit.
Oh my
I grew up
why
on
not?
Xbox, and there were PlayStation
Oh
exclusives.
yeah, you didn't
I never
grow
got
up
the
in
chance.
you didn't grow up in the cushy living, the nice living. You was an Xbox player.
The Xbox 360 was.
Y'all
way
played
better.
Halo. Instead of
Halo,
Spider-Man.
Halo Reach was a really good game.
Out of like 6 of them, Halo Reach that one game was a pretty decent
I've never
one.
been a big Halo fan.
I didn't play any other Halo games, just Reach.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to be Master Chief. You could make your own character. It was so much
Oh, his
cooler.
little RPO or whatever they call it,
Role-playing
RPG.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If I'm playing like a shooter though, dude, I want to be like
Role
modern
playing.
day. I
Yeah,
don't want to be in like a suit.
well, that's why Advanced Warfare was so
I want
awful.
to pop out with a motherfucker.
I mean, Black
AK.
Ops 2 wasn't really.
It was better than
modern
Advanced
day.
War. It was okay. It was way better
Ghost
than.
was just terrible, and it was modern day.
I don't know.
like that,
I like
though.
the
I like
story.
that
I didn't like the multiplayer because everything was you couldn't see from here to 15 feet away from you. Everything was the same fucking color, unless
It really
you had
was.
the honey badger
Oh, the Honey Badger
That's
was
what you was
OP.
just-
That gun was broken.
broken like my
Man.
stance. I got asked when I was young. Black Ops 2 came out, and you're gonna ask Josh this because we was playing on League. Remember when they had multiplayer and they had like or quick play in League?
Oh yeah.
I got asked to join a team because I used to use shotguns because shotguns were fucking broken in Black Ops 2. I got asked to join a team to go, like they messaged me and everything to go to California.
Fake news.
And hey, let's fact check it. Josh Watts, ask him, fact check it. And they were like, come play with us. We got a tournament coming. And I was like,
Was it Optic?
I'm 12.
Or was it Phase, bro?
It wasn't neither. I was like, I'm 12. And they're like, oh, well, I got school.
You started crying.
I was like, guys, I got school. It's not funny. I got school.
I can't drive.
Yeah. So,
You can pick me up.
I mean,
But let's keep going with this nostalgia stuff.
I kind of wasted my opportunity there if you think about it.
'cause- Yeah.
Should have just left home
Yeah,
with,
that
a
was
little,
your calling
with a
right
little
there. There's never a
stick
career
and a
there,
little
bud.
fucking a little napkin rolled up in it of my belongings and just went to California like everybody's doing
Hop
now.
onto the trains.
That's
just
why
jump
everybody's
train to
homeless
train.
there.
Their dreams.
All right, back to the nostalgia
Back
point.
to the nostalgia stuff. Something big happened this week.
What?
The creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Died.
I didn't see that, dude. That shit was sad, man.
It said he died in like a diving accident or something. I
Nah,
didn't
what?
even research it.
I think what happened was, and I've thought about this a lot because it's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
I think he was on a deep sea fishing trip, and he just saw the creator of Pokemon, and those guys just went at it.
He drowned his ass.
And he just ended up drowning him and throwing him in the sea.
Pokemon 1.
Unfortunately,
As it should.
unfortunately, I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh is like
These-
my childhood.
These
bro.
guys
Growing
are
up.
more Pokemon.
I mean, growing up, the card game Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely better. I don't even know how to play a Pokemon
Yeah.
card game.
I don't think anybody knows. They just know like the,
They
oh,
just
this
throw
one
their
looks
cards
cool.
around.
Yeah, this looks cool.
I think
card.
the Pokemon games. I know y'all played the Game Boy and the DS, the Pokemon, the red, the fire version,
yeah.
Yellow.
the leaf version. Those, I mean, you talk about nostalgic. I mean, I'm thinking about downloading software on my phone just to replay
Just
them
play
again because they were just so good.
Even just you guys remember the sound that the Game Boy would make when you turn it on? Yes. That's nostalgia right
Yes.
there. That's
boy.
just raw nostalgia.
My first time having a Game Boy, you want you guys know what happened? I was at daycare, right? This little prick, I forgot his name. I think his name was Dalton, right? It looked like Draco Malfoy. And he had this orange and green one, right? And he has his name written at the very top of it, right?
Okay.
And he left it in a Lego box.
You stole it.
I stole it.
Stole it.
I stole it. That was a jet. I went and asked my mom, who was working there. She was the one that cooked and everything. I asked for a Sharpie. I scratched his name out, and I'm like
Damn.
8, Wrote my name on it.
Menace to Society, bro.
Hey, guess what he had in there? My first Game Boy game and Game Boy ever. He had Pokemon Red, the Fire version. And so I fucking played that until my mom called me and asked, "Whose is that?"
So in order for you to enjoy your
I
childhood,
didn't buy you this. Where'd you get it?
you had to ruin somebody else's childhood.
Honestly, he was a prick. He deserved it. I mean, I wish some things would have happened more to him. He probably would have been a better person, but
How much did Game Boys even cost when they came out? They couldn't have been that.
They're probably
much.
probably like
$50.
75. Yeah, not that.
That's
not
not
that expensive.
I feel like every kid should have had one then if they were $50. Cause you go buy.
Not
DS. You go buy like a DS or a Nintendo Switch.
I got
now.
one.
It
I got
seems
one
like-
later on. No, well, the Game Boy Advance, right? The Game Boy Advance flipped up. It was like a box.
It's like a flip phone.
The first Game Boy I had
It
was
was
like
like that.
this.
It's called
yeah.
a Game Boy Color. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like a P. Yeah, because it had fucking color in it. It was
shit
the
is
first one
nostalgic
I
It
as
didn't
color.
actually. It was like black and white, so I got
It was
confused.
damn near.
Yeah, and then it came out with the DS.
Oh, dude.
And then
The
the
DS was hard.
I remember.
You
It
used
had
to
a
text
touch
people on that
screen.
shit.
That thing blew my mind.
Yeah, I remember Mario Party went hard.
Oh, bro.
I'm telling you, there ain't nothing better than 12 people sitting right next to each other in a fucking Mario Party playing these games. We used to get lit.
Now it's all like so modern. I feel like oh, I'm waiting for the new iPhone. Like you know what I mean?
No.
We're so old and shit.
I know.
Yeah.
And the thought of just connecting with other people is just common sense. Now.
Yeah.
But back then, it was never heard
That's so
of.
cool.
Wait, I
It was,
can
like,
connect
so
my
special.
DS.
I remember the first time hopping on Xbox and like there was like parties and like you could literally play online with people around the world. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done.
So cool.
Now that's just some basic shit.
I don't know. When I first started hopping online, you could create your because obviously Call of Duty was the kind of the first game that everybody like hopped online for
Oh,
to
yeah.
play against everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I used to make my emblems. Remember when like "You Mad Bro" was like a big meme on iFunny? That's what I would just be like, "You
Hunter
mad
hopped
bro?"
on YouTube.
I like to troll people because you can do whatever in the new games, man.
I
Or
used to
them
watch
older
like
games.
fucking emblem tutorials. Trying to make a cool emblem.
Yeah.
Emblem.
I
Like
definitely-
Sasuke's Sharingan or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
definitely
definitely
made
made that one.
I definitely made some Dragon Balls one.
Those are good times, dude. Like I feel like games are the most nostalgic thing, just because like I could hop on and play some COD now or whatever, but it's just not the same. You know what
I
I mean?
remember
Yeah.
so many people would just make like naked people emblems and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude! Naked, racist,
It's
everything.
terrible. They shouldn't have had so much control.
And they just give you random shapes. So
know.
they know they had to be. And these were probably older dudes at the time. Like, no kid was hopping on there trying to fucking make shapes into a naked lady. These were probably perverted boys.
Dude, I remember one time, I don't even remember how old I would have been, but I went to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 like midnight launch at GameStop. I was probably one of the only kids there. It was just all like 30, 40-year-old men dressed in full-on ghillie suits talking about... to this day, I remember the one...
To this day.
I walked by this one guy and he's like, that's the key. You just got to stick to the shadows,
Yeah.
man. Just stick to the shadows. That's how you win.
That was their lives, bro.
And these are full-grown adults.
Yeah, don't have no girlfriends.
Because it used to be if you go to like the midnight releases at GameStop, like they'd have the games hooked up.
Yeah, and you
And,
could
like,
play, them there.
it up
The
until
first time
midnight.
hands-on.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Cool. Yeah.
I thought that was in Walmart. You know, because you in Walmart, you
No,
be
those
sitting
games
on-
are already out, bro.
Yeah, no, this is the midnight launch.
Oh, I never went on midnight launch.
And that was just for like your parents, like.
It sounds like your
I
parents
don't
just
feel like
hated you, dude.
Yeah, go play with them games.
My parents were poor.
It's like, hey, I didn't buy you that. You must have stolen it.
Yeah, duh.
Hunter's like, can I play this Xbox? He's like, I really want one. They're like, well, I'll take you to Walmart. You can play for a while.
I'll drop you off for an hour. Come back.
It wasn't an Xbox, it was a PlayStation. But I don't know. My dad used to play MLB, the show. But I used to play that. Used to play some baseball. The
The
baseball
show's
games.
actually pretty cool. Doing the pitching part
Oh,
is pretty fun.
that's the only fucking fun part
I like
about
the
that
Wii
game.
baseball, man.
Huh?
I like the Wii baseball.
I don't remember that.
You ever
Wii
played
baseball?
Wii?
I rember Wii.
It'd be
I remember
go for you.
bowling
For
and
you,
boxing.
it'd go single.
Dude, you don't remember that? There's Wii, like pretty much every sport.
I don't remember the baseball at all.
Oh my.
No, I remember
what?
bowling. I
Dude.
remember boxing. They had tennis.
They
I
had
remember
baseball.
fencing. I remember
And
that.
baseball, bro.
They
I
had
don't remember that.
baseball and what?
That's like a
Dude,
safety
it'd
hazard.
be-
You're
it'd
swinging
be-
that
it'd be
weed
all the-
nunchucker out
It'd
like
be all
this.
your me's
That
out
was
there.
the first VR kind of
Kinda, really.
with the motion. Honestly.
Do you guys remember the Wii Fit, that like balance board thing?
Okay, I have
Yeah,
a
that's kinda
super
dope.
funny story about that.
Alright,
So,
go.
there was this guy. He lived across from me. I love him till the day I die, no matter how he was or
No matter
whatever.
how bad you're about to talk about him here.
But no, if anything, we looked like some idiots because we were about 11 or 12. His name was TJ.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say his full name, but Tyler Barrett. I think he lives in Houston now, whatever. But he used to live beside me, right? And I was a year ahead of him, so I was 12. He was about 11. Maybe I was 11. He was 10. We were young.
Okay.
And this was when like middle school football was coming out. So I was probably 12. So I was trying to get in shape, right? And so we were doing all these workouts when I go spend the night with him with like these 5-pound weights his mother would do on the, like the step up weed and stuff. And then you know how you could like run a mile, right?
Yeah.
You could do like
On the Wii Fit?
Yeah. I would do this. Not move my legs. but we were sitting out there and he had an older sister who was probably 18, 19 at the time.
Oh.
And it ain't like that. But we was fucking working out for maybe 2 hours on the Wii Fit or whatever. And we're just gassing each other up like, oh, dude, I'm about to be the next fucking Clemson tight end. That's what I thought I played tight end. We was gassing each other up, talking about this, this, and
5'4"
this.
tight end.
Yeah. 120 pounds, fucking 30% body fat. And his sister comes out, and she was in band, so she was like,
What
What's wrong with that?
She was on my clarinet.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
'Cause she
band
bloated?
unless you're a fucking weirdo in band. There's a difference. There's weirdos in football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But she came out and she was like, "What is wrong with you guys?" She was like, "Nobody's ever gonna get with y'all." I was thinking, looking at her when I was still
Holding
running.
those 5-pound weights.
I was like, "Bitch, you don't know. you don't know what I'm about to become." And then from that point on, I never used the Wii Fit because I was like, I look stupid.
He was,
the
like,
whole
traumatized.
time.
You guys
Yeah, I played it off cool, but deeply. I went to bed. I was like,
Cried a little.
I'm gonna get no bitches, man.
I ain't getting that single bitch.
I ain't get no bitches, man.
I remember they had like a yoga thing on the Wii Fit balance board too, and they try to make you stand on it with one leg and grab the other one up, and it would show your footprint. And show
Oh
you,
my
like, how much
god,
balance
that
you
sounds
had.
like some hardcore shit. Honestly,
It's like a safety hazard. I'm surprised they didn't get sued.
I know.
The Wii was fucking.
It was ahead of its time.
It was, dude.
It really was. And then, like, following the Wii, the Xbox came out with, what do they call it, a Kinect? That sensor you'd put in front of it?
Yeah, and
I
PlayStation had their
remember
little
Kinect.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what PlayStation was called.
They both just died the fuck out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No one cared about them at all.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Alright.
I
But
did.
There's our little
Played it.
trip down nostalgia lane, I guess.
I don't know. The other day, I was going through my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and everything else,
Oh, yeah?
and I came across the old ones I had as a child, and I was like, man, I just these are the good old days. Like, you know, like nowadays when we do pack openings, when we will do sooner or later on the podcast. Remember when we used to we're kids and we get a pack opening? It didn't matter kind of what it looked like, what kind of holographic it was. We'd be like,
Definitely.
oh, we'd flip
That
shit.
little kid brain just getting flooded
Now
with
it's like
dopamine.
now it's like I get an ultra rare hollow of a stupid card. And I'm like, bro,
Damn
this
it.
ain't worth no money.
This thing's worth $6.
Just be
that's it.
upset.
All you care about is how much money you're going to get out of it.
Hey, I used to wait for like my $5 allowance to go get a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man. Like once a week, bro.
That was your like weekly fix,
That was
just
like
a
my
pack of
weekly
Yu-Gi-Oh
fix.
cards.
And like I
Oh, yeah.
love that, bro.
Yeah, I wish I would have kept some of mine because I feel
I
like
don't know.
I threw away most of them.
I don't know if this is weird, but my favorite thing when I was growing up about opening the Yu-Gi-Oh cards was how they smelled. You guys remember that? They had like this specific smell to them.
It's like I threw the cards away, but that smell. Oh.
It's like the new
No.
car smell, except you had the new card smell.
I don't know. I
I
get you.
never gave a good sniff. But
Whenever I get a new book to read or whatever, I like this
I think y'all are just
little
fucked
smell in
the
it. Little smell.
There's
You
something
buy
about
it.
it. There's something
Yeah, you
about
buy it. You buy a new book.
There's some magic behind
Smell
it.
it.
Well, I don't buy books.
Why not, man?
Oh, that's another thing to talk about, man. We kind of were hitting on this earlier today.
Yeah.
You know, like y'all two will read some books. You know,
Oh yeah.
y'all like to go
Getting us
book
some
shopping.
Yeah.
Like me, it's like, honestly, if I want to learn something, I'm just gonna watch a video of what I want to learn about. If I want to watch something entertaining, I want to look up something entertaining. Like, do you think books are like a kind of a dying thing?
No.
No, I think
They're here to stay.
think books will always hold their value.
You're just not one of the readers.
Yeah,
You
you're
might
just
be
not a reader,
dyslexic or
man.
something.
I probably am, but
I think
it's just boring to me.
I mean, it is boring to you. I mean, I think you have to get better at reading and being in that place and time when you read. And we got a friend here. I mean, if there's anything going on, it's hard for him to read, and that's how a lot of people are. I mean, I struggle with that sometimes. Like if there's so much going on, but I feel like if you found your quiet space and just started reading,
You'd be able to retain what
it's crazy how fast you can read when you're not distracted and you're wholly focused into it. Than if you're not. Like if there's so much distraction going on, of course you're gonna read sentence by sentence. It's just about finding that peaceful.
Have you ever tried Audible?
But why would I want an Audible book when I could just watch it?
No, what I mean,
It's
what are you
not
gonna
the same. It's
watch?
not
What
the
are you gonna
same.
watch? I mean,
All kinds of stuff, dude.
okay,
I'm
can-
constantly absorbing information. It's just not through a book.
not through a book, but a book is so detailed, descripted, set up perfectly for you to understand why,
It's
when,
the original,
how.
the original story of whatever the video or
It's
movie
perfect.
you're watching is.
I
Go
mean-
watch that Percy Jackson movie.
Okay,
Tell
yeah.
me it's as good as the
I
book.
did used to like the Percy Jackson books when I was younger, but I don't know, man. It'd be hard for me to just go to Barnes and Noble and say, "Ooh, this looks like a good read."
Well, that's
no, I
why
don't
you
really get
you
this.
research which book you want.
You know
That's
what
why
I
there's
mean?
literally a saying, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't just look
I
around.
say,
Judging
I say
that.
just don't read books.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Come dumb. Just watch
Just cancel
fucking
books.
vlogs.
Cancel books, man.
Yeah, just watch vlogs and our podcast.
I think
You will
books
know
look cool.
everything you need to know.
Books look cool sitting on a shelf. They'll look cool in your hand.
Why don't
while
you
you're
do
reading.
this? Why don't you get Audible, right? And every book you read off Audible, after you read the book, you buy the paperback version of it and just stick it in a bookshelf. Be like, yeah,
I read that.
I listened to all these.
No, just
Hey,
tell them
what's
you
the
read it.
difference?
Just-
What's the difference?
Well, nothing there. It's just
I
you're
feel like-
listening to it instead
yeah.
of reading it. Then.
I
A lot
don't
of
know.
people do prefer Audible.
The reason why I like the reading versus visual, because when you're reading, you create the own image in your head.
And you set the pace.
Yeah, of how it looks, how it's happening. When you're watching something, everybody sets the other visuals. They set how it goes off, how they speak about it, and I think reading is just basically up to you. You know,
If
like,
you're reading, you're interpreting. If you're watching, you're just observing.
yeah.
There you go.
There you go, man.
Yeah,
That's
maybe I
perfect.
give me an Audible book.
You feel bad
Yeah, yeah. I got a book you can borrow. It's the book you gave me to borrow. I'll give it right back.
now? Hunter has one
The
book.
book I bought but never read. I was like, "Here, Hunter, maybe you should read this because I'm never gonna do
So
it."
why did you buy it then?
I was just in Barnes and Noble and I just felt
Hey,
pressure to buy a book.
When in Rome.
Fair enough.
When in Rome.
enough.
Do as the Romans do.
I love going to Barnes and Noble, but if I get a book, chances are I just order it online.
Yeah,
I don't like looking
I
around.
like
through
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, I do
Vibes.
like Barnes
Yeah.
and Noble.
It
It's like a
smells
little-
good. They got cool stuff in there.
You used to be sniffing shit.
No, it's
You
got
do like
it's a
the
coffee
smell.
shop. It's a coffee shop.
Oh, if it was a coffee shop, you'd be like, you smell coffee. You just say it smells good. You just be sniffing.
I thought you would understand because there's a coffee shop in there.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just smells like
Starbucks.
coffee.
Yeah.
Is it a Starbucks?
It is.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
is.
it was like a Bella Latte.
I thought you'd be able to
It's
understand
Starbucks.
that.
But what's fucked up, dude? That Starbucks is like technically they're like a part of Barnes and Noble. Try to use
Yeah,
some, like,
they are.
Starbucks points. You can't do it at that one.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Barnes and
I didn't
Noble.
know that.
The people that work there are Barnes and Noble
Yeah,
people.
it's crazy.
It's like
So
a little
then it's
merger
not
they
Starbucks.
have.
But that like they use their name,
And
Starbucks
recipes
name.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Hmm.
Here's a little.
Cool.
I had a like business idea that I'm not gonna pursue, but I thought it was a pretty good one to compete against Starbucks. So you guys know how if you go to Starbucks, if you go to two different Starbucks, or if you go to a Starbucks like in different days,
Yeah.
you'll order the same coffee, but they'll ask you different questions every time. It's like, how many pumps of sugar do you
Yeah, I
want?
swear.
Or what kind of cream do you want? And so every time you get your coffee, it might be a little bit different. So the business plan that I had to come up against that is a subscription-based coffee restaurant. So you pay, say, $10 a month, and each day you can go and get your coffee that you have set that's going to be the exact same every time because it's saved and memorized by the store. And you can just show up and you don't have to mess with any of the troubles that Starbucks gives you.
I feel like it had to be more than $10 a month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
These
I mean,
motherfuckers coming up every day.
I
Getting
didn't
coffee.
sit down and write a business plan. I just had an idea.
you didn't have a Shark Tank idea. Yeah,
Yeah. Mr.
that would be a lot. 'cause you have to look
Wonderful.
at
Throw that out the window.
Yeah, he would definitely throw that out the window. He'd be like, why are you here? Get out
Mr.
of here.
Wonderful would be like,
That's
what
a
is
terrible idea.
wrong with you guys?
$2.
No one's going to subscribe to coffee. What are you doing?
But subscribe to Too Much Thought.
Yeah, definitely do
It's
that.
dead. It's dead. I don't know. Going back on when I said when in Rome,
Okay.
I've been doing a little bit of research about this one general for the Muslim army. I hope I don't butcher his name. Is Khalid.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
I can't say whether you're wrong or right, man. I have no idea.
Khalid, and this is I just thought it was so fascinating. I mean, at the time, obviously, the two central empires at the time was Rome and Persia, right? This, so of course they thought, obviously, so the Romans and Persians joined together, and they were like,
What time period were the Athens? Because I thought that was the same period as well.
the Athens are before AD.
Oh, damn.
This is about 160. This is before. This is after Marcus Aurelius
Okay.
became emperor of Rome. So I'm not sure of exactly the time frame.
So the
but-
Persians came along a little bit later.
Yeah. Well, they were still there.
They just weren't that strong.
Yeah. They just fell off. They just gave
They
way.
were like the 12-year-old hunter that was just doing the 5-pound weights at that time.
Yeah, but they were still there, just trucking along. But this Khalid, right?
Okay.
He took an army of 5,000 men, or 15,000, right? So the Persian army and the Roman army, I forgot what the actual war is called. I think it starts with a T. You guys can look that up yourselves and learn a little bit when you do it. But there was an army about 25 to 30,000, right?
Okay.
And he had 15,000.
Excuse me.
And he said, "No, we're not going to win against Persians that have all these cavalry armors and against these Roman legions." So what he did is he split up his army into 3 different groups of 5,000 men, right? So they attacked him, that first 5,000. Obviously heavy casualties, right? And they had to cross a narrow strait to get there. So at the time, these other 5 were circling around them. And when you maneuver like that, it takes days, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
Horseback.
Yeah,
Isn't that what a blitzkrieg is called or something? Where you have the one that comes in and then the other ones come around?
that sounds right.
Days,
I'm not
Sounds
very
like some
sure
war
about
shit.
that, but they came, and it took 3 days for them to meet in the exact right spot that they talked about. Only in letters. These guys didn't have phones. They didn't have It was just go here, be here on this day, and so they finally got around them and came in through the backside, and they won over that first. They actually took a Roman general hostage. Well, not hostage. They killed him. They killed his son.
Oh, shit.
And they
That's not
took.
what a hostage.
Well, no, they killed his son. They took him, and they basically and they finally said to finish this war, Khalid will do a one-on-one versus the general, right? But what the Romans and Persians did, they dug holes because they
the
figured
battlefield?
out. Yeah, they figured out where this one-on-one is going to take place to see who wins the war, right? Because they both were experiencing heavy casualties. Romans and Persians more per capita than the other guys, but the other guys, the Muslims didn't have a lot to begin with anyway. So every little casualty means something. So he's like, okay, I will go fight. So what they did is they buried, like, I think the total men that were there was 11, right? To back up the Roman general versus this fight with Khalid. And Khalid's brother sees this when he's out there because they leave him to go fight whatever at this random place that he chose. And so he's about to fight his general. 10 of the dudes pop up. Khalid's brother sees this, comes, and they end up killing all 11 people, including the general and the other soldiers.
So it was a 2v11 and they won?
And they won.
Dang.
And they won. And they kept pushing forward and forward. And they basically, at the time, the Romans were experiencing the plague because I'm pretty sure it's kind of close to bubonic. Not exactly positive, but they say every 800 years it becomes
A new kind of plague or something?
yeah, like for 800 years it's dormant, and then it comes. If you look at the dates, it's the exact same. I know that 800 years it comes back. So the Romans were already experiencing. They're kind of at the end of the Roman reign.
Empire.
They weren't so strong and everything, but it's crazy because they started from nothing, and a lot of the Romans were actually Muslim Christians too, and they all kind of like faded from them to join the Muslim army.
Dude, I do love like old war,
Yeah,
like
Old war stories are
battles.
cool.
But I tell you what, I would not want to live in those times, bro.
No,
I'll tell
no.
that
You
shit
wouldn't know
right
what you're
now.
missing out on, though. If you
yeah.
act
I
during
mean,
those times.
think about it.
That's
I mean, Khaled's life is poetic
Think
in
about
a
how
sense.
nice people's lives might be 1,000 years from now that we're just not going to get to experience.
They're crying and be like, man, 2022? Hell no, I wouldn't be that good.
COVID.
I
all
think
this, like-
comfort. Yeah, comfort means something, but it's not as comforting as like purpose, meaning.
Yeah.
You know,
That is the meaning of life almost.
and
have
I
a
think
purpose.
and I think a lot of people nowadays they don't have that meaning. I know Khalid and his army had meaning, purpose. They had something to wake up to every day to pursue. I feel like everybody
they're
just
really driving for something.
wakes up. You know?
What do you tell me, man? You don't feel like you have purpose?
Oh no, I found my purpose. I'm feeling like most people.
But sometimes
Hey.
it is hard to like know yourself. Like, what is your purpose for
Yeah.
Like,
life?
feel like you're doing the right
Even if you're like, you have a job you like, a good job, you do everything right, you still wake up some days in this society like, what am I doing, man?
You just start
What is my
questioning. Oh, yeah.
purpose?
I mean, I feel like everybody
Yeah.
does that. You just-
Well, I feel like it's because other people set your own schedule. I feel like
agree with that.
once you can set your own schedule, that means a whole lot more. And if it's a purposeful schedule, like
Yeah.
think about it. One day soon, we're just gonna wake up and start doing podcasts every day,
See, that would be
every
a
other day.
dream, man.
You know,
It's so cool.
and once we set our own schedule, that it's more of a you wake up.
This is my purpose.
Feels like you're in the purpose.
Yeah,
But
instead
also,
of
I feel like that's what freedom is too. It's not just
Yeah.
to be able to go
these
and,
other people aren't making the decisions for you. You get to
and you can come and go as you please.
yeah.
You know.
Because I feel like we're not 100% like, you work a job to be able to survive. It's like you're not really experiencing freedom to the fullest.
It's like we have freedom, but
You know
we
what you
have
have to do.
obligations and things that you have to do just to keep that freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
We'll get there, though.
We'll get there.
Oh, we're there. We are there.
we're on the
It's all up
verge.
to
We're
you
knocking on the
guys.
door.
It's all up to you guys.
Do you guys know yourselves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know yourselves
It's a
and
deep
know us
question.
even more. This is
Let
this
us know in
was-
the comments.
Yeah, this was episode 4 of the podcast. Too Much Thought.
Hope you guys
Signing
enjoyed it.
off. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed.
See you
We'll be
guys in
back
episode
next
5.
week. All right. Peace.